Thank you, George. And finally, we have the pleasure of Christopher Bailey with us. Chris is the Arts and Health Lead for the World Health Organization, and someone who I have come to know over the course of the last few years as someone deeply committed to justice, to healing, to the artist in all of us, and to the dignity and joy of creative expression. Chris.
Thanks, Nisha. Really, I'm so moved by not just the speakers tonight, and Malign in particular, but also by the project itself. If you haven't had a chance to take a look at it, please do. Look at the work that they've done. It really does speak for itself, and nothing I can say now can do it justice or add to it. So instead, what I'd like to do is draw your attention to this wonderful view from this room. I don't know if you've seen it, if you haven't been here before, but there's this amazing view of Notre Dame. Now, I'm not French, I'm not Parisian, I'm not Catholic, but I can tell you the first time when I was a young man and I experienced Notre Dame, it filled me with such awe and a sense of being part of the human family that when I saw the images of it burning, it felt like a stake through my heart. I don't know how you felt when you saw the cathedral burning. And just the other day, when I experienced seeing its husk, its gutted shell, and the work that was being done to rebuild it, my heart sank again, but it also was filled with hope. I want you to imagine that feeling you felt when you saw Notre Dame burning, and imagine that happening 63 times, and Notre Dame being deliberately razed to the ground. And then you will begin to feel what the Yazidi people have felt. The building, of course, is just stone. In some sense, our bodies, our physical selves, are sacred spaces. And when a traumatic event happens, and it can be an operation, it can be an act of violence, it could be an illness, our bodies no longer feel safe, and our spirit escapes. That's called dissociation. And part of the process of reintegrating our spirit into our bodies to make it a safe place for us again is to find a focus. With myself in the hospital room, it could be looking at a tree or a vase of flowers or a painting or music, or the doctor coming and putting his hand on my shoulder, and that warmth being a reconnection, a tether that can allow my spirit back into my body. And when George first invited me to be part of this project, and I began to see the approach of, it wasn't about just bringing in experts to help people, which in and of itself is a form of objectification. It was about giving people the tools, the cameras, the painting equipment, the psychological support for them to be able to find their own journey. That's what attracted me to this project. There's a wonderful quote from Carl Jung, the Swiss psychologist, who said, "Loneliness is not the absence of people. Loneliness is the inability to express what matters to you most." What this project is about is having individuals actually have control of their own story and to be allowed to express what matters to them. I believe that yes, these 16 women have given a great gift to society, to their community, preserving the culture for later generations, but the ultimate gift is not a symbolic one. The ultimate gift is that a person, an individual named Malaine, was able to express what mattered to her and find an authentic journey that was less about preserving the past and more about imagining the future. Hope is a creative act. Thank you.